What's up guys, Manime here, and today I want to talk about evil protagonists in anime. And no, I don't mean the let's take over the world kind of evil, more like just horrible human beings kind of evil. I figured naming the episode Horrible Protagonists in Anime would give off the wrong idea, so you can see the reason why I chose this somewhat confusing name. Anyway, this is Manime Matt, and today we'll be talking about the rise of evil protagonists in anime. So recently I have noticed an influx in anime main characters that are just despicable human beings. The main two we'll be focusing on is Sato from Konosuba and Makabe from Masamune-kun's Revenge, but trust me, there are plenty of them out there. Either way, both protagonists are shallow human beings that only really care about themselves or inflicting harm onto others. So that's why I'm really confused as to why I actually like these shows. I noticed that I've been actively looking for shows like this and I freaking love them. This is a pretty weird situation considering most people enjoy watching shows about honorable and likable characters. So why am I gravitating to shows where I'm essentially rooting for the two total assholes to win? Well, I'd like to coin a name real quick. It's called the Kirito effect. I know it sounds stupid, it might just sound like I'm ripping on SAO, but just hear me out for a bit. Let's describe Kirito in a non-sarcastic way. He's really smart, incredibly fast, decently attractive but not over the top. He's rather serious most of the time but can take the occasional joke. He treats women incredibly well, and oh yeah, he's still very honorable to his main bitch. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. But you guys can kind of see where this is going. He's essentially the perfect gentleman. So naturally we all want to be like Kirito, if you want to admit it or not. By having a character who, dare I say, is that likable, it made the show very successful. I'm not going to jump on the whole wish fulfillment boat just because there's like 1,000 different videos out there, so if you want to look into that, just click on any fucking SAO video. Anyway, back to my main point. The reason why this show was so successful, well, mostly, was because of the main character. So other studios saw this and realized how easy it is to write a character like Kirito. And boom, just about every anime for the next few years was basically Kirito, the perfect gentleman, as their main character. And it kind of worked. Like, the whole point of having Kirito be the main character was that he was likable. People wanted to be like him. But that's only half of the formula to making a good main character. The other half of creating a good main character is by making the audience feel sympathetic for them. The creators of Konosuba and Masamune-kun's Revenge noticed this and decided to go in the exact opposite direction. They make characters that we are sympathetic towards, but not so much likable. Makabe was fat and bullied all of his life, so he forcibly changed himself through tons of hard work. This makes us sympathetic towards him because he achieved this transformation with his body through just pure hard work. Granted, he did it all for pretty bad reasoning because he mostly just wants to hurt a girl that hurt him when he was younger, but I mean, haven't we all been down that road? We wanted to hurt someone who has hurt us back in the past. So even in that way, it's still kind of playing the sympathy card to make us care for the character. Sato from Konosuba is in a very similar situation. Essentially, his life was taken away from him very forcibly, and he was forced to live with 3 people who make his life a living hell. Yes, he's a pervert, and he's unnaturally cruel to his party members, but it's something we can all relate to. We've all been that one person in that group project that's done all the work, and you still have to put everyone else's name on the project, even though freaking Jerry didn't do a fucking thing. Essentially, these characters make us feel sympathy towards them by having a trait about them that's relatable, which makes us subconsciously want to root for them. Whereas we like Kirito because we want to be like him, we like Sato because we can associate a lot of his less nice feelings with our own. Basically, these characters are the direct result of the Kirito effect. By having this crazy oversaturation of Kiritos in our anime, we wanted a truly different main character, or even someone who's just a straight up parody of him. I know these characters aren't the most likable, but I can see little pieces of myself in these characters, whereas I just can't relate with Kirito. Now, is this a trend? Absolutely. I know for a fact a lot of characters in the early 2000s were similar to Makabe and Sato, so I'm assuming this is kind of like a pendulum. I don't doubt that in a few years I'll kind of get tired of these almost anti-hero-like characters, and the pendulum will swing back towards the likable characters who are less relatable. I don't really know, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments if you prefer likable characters or relatable characters. I know technically you could do both, but it's not very, no one does it. It's too much work. If you guys like this video and want to see more, please support me on my Patreon. I upload anime-related videos twice a week. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Man Matt. Make sure you guys say, man, go watch that goddamn anime!